Hey, this is ABC News. Today we're going to be reporting on John D. Rockefeller and Elon Musk and some similarities they have, and just talking about their public image and how do they gain their wealth and things like that. All right, we're here with the man himself, John D. Rockefeller. So, sir, how did you make your money, and what industry did you work in?
It's a very good question. I worked in the Standard Oil business, and I really established a dominant force in that company. I was a really big influence. In 1870, I established my company, and I just made a lot of money from Standard Oil.
All right, thank you so much, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what was your business strategy, and did you buy up any other companies? Did you control every step of your product's creation? Just tell me about your business strategy a little bit.
Good question. My business strategy was building a monopoly, and I was building a monopoly in the oil industry through vertical integration, aggressive tactics, and coast-cutting measures to receive economies of scale.
Thank you so much. All right, let's get some more. All right, how does the people see you? Do they see you as kind of a bad person, robber baron, or do they see you as a good, smart leader? So tell me a little about that.
I would say myself, I would see myself as a robber baron.
Okay.
I use very aggressive business tactics. I just wanted dominance in the company. Like, I wanted to be a force.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say I'm a bad guy, but I just used aggressive tactics, like acquiring competitors and utilizing secret deals with railroads. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you so much. All right,
Sir.
we just got one more question for you. All right, how did they get, or how did you get to that reputation? Tell me a little about that.
Good question. In the Standard Oil Company, I got my reputation from just being, I can't say this enough, I was such a dominant force.
Right.
I had my aggressive business tactics taking over. I was getting money, and I just kept piling on money. I was just dominating. I was just outdoing my competitors.
Right.
I think people would see me as just a rich, powerful man.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna have some more
Thank
questions
you.
for you later.
Okay,
All right.
thank you. Hello, this is Chaser from ABC News. We're going to ask Elon Musk some questions.
Hey, Elon Musk here. We had some complications with our interviewer, but I'll be answering some questions he sent me. So I make my money from my car company Tesla. I also work in the space industry, and I own X.com. My business strategy, I try to control my companies as much as possible. Control all the process. Focus on vertical integration. I have not been found guilty of anything illegal, but there's been controversy, like accusation of bad work conditions. People see me as a captain of industry because I push technology forward, but some see me as a robber baron because I'm a controversial person. How do I get my reputation? I have a very big social media presence using my own app X. What do I do with my wealth? I spend my wealth. I invest billions. Make more money. What kind of things do I give my money to? I've signed pledges saying I will donate a lot of my fortune to science and education, but I think I'm just doing it for my image. Because a lot of people have donated more money than me.
Hello.
And yeah. Hey, Elon Musk and John here. We're going to talk about some of our similarities,
I'd say, sorry to cut you off, but,
No, you're good.
Number one, I think we're both visionaries.
Right.
We both had a clear vision on our future and what we wanted to do,
I can chime in there. We both had some controversies. We definitely both faced some criticism for, our business practices. And, we both have some monopolistic tendencies. We're both accused of monopolistic practices,
We're both big risk takers, I would say.
That's true. Can't deny that. And, we definitely both had a global impact. We both had a significant global impact through, our businesses and our influence. And yeah, you know, those are just a couple of similarities between us. Today, you know, I think our viewers just want to know the answer to the final question, you know. Is today's public debate over wealth and corporate power similar to the Gilded Age's robber barons versus captain of industries debate? You know, why or why not? You know, me being a reporter, you know, I would say yes, it's similar because, you know, back then some robber barons were praised or criticized, and I think Elon Musk gets the same mixed reputation, same treatment.
Totally agree.
All right, this has been Joe and Chase with ABC News, reporting live. You guys have a great day.
Thank you.